Hey everybody, it's Carol, and I just really quick before we start our video today, I want to show you these are some pens that my husband is making, and I just wanted to show you because they are super duper beautiful and they're going to be going in my shop. He hand turns these on his lathe and buys these beautiful pen kits, and they are high quality pens with high quality ink in them as well. They write gorgeous. But this one is like a root beer. You can see the pretty shine or sheen that's in the root beer colors that are in this. It's absolutely gorgeous. This one is resin. This one is a spalted, and I can't remember the name of the wood, but it is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And he hand turned this one as well. This is another wooden one, and I will name the wood when I list them in my Etsy shop. I totally forgot to write them down for my video, but I just wanted to show you guys. I'm going to be putting this in front of some of my videos, and so I wanted to get this done. And then this is one that is called a chameleon, and you can see it's got pink, yellow, green, blue, purple. Gorgeous. And then we used this blank that I got from my friend Sherry, and it's really gorgeous too. And you can't see it in my camera, but in these green sections, it's kind of like the root beer on these. Maybe not quite as pronounced, but it's got that frosted look in the green, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And then the white is more like of a pearly color. So it really is gorgeous. This is one of my favorites. I love this pen, and I really want to steal it. But I won't do that because we do need to sell them. We're trying to get our shop full of great things for you guys, and that consists of some of my stuff and some of Jeff's stuff. So thanks a lot for watching, and stay tuned for the video. It's going to be a good one. Hi everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and today I'm going to do a fairly simple video. We're going to use a simple mold, making a simple cross. These are just a whole bunch of different styles of crosses, and this is a mold that I got from my Happy Mail. And I have been making a few of them, and I want to show you what I'm going to be doing with these crosses, at least this first group of crosses. First I wanted to say, the person that was asking me about including basic molds to purchase, I will add a link for these crosses. I know you can get them on Temu and you can get them on Amazon. So I have purchased them before and had misplaced my molds, but this is one that was sent to me, and I believe this one was purchased on Temu. So, and they're both exactly the same. So I will get you a link for this mold, and a link for this Let's Resin. It's UV Resin, clear, hard type. So this is what we use in most of my videos is Let's Resin. I use just resin, and I use hard glue that I get on Temu. So there's 3 different resins, UV resins, that I use. I will explain to you now, as far as adding colors to UV resin, not a great idea. They do sell dyes that you can use with your UV resin. In fact, Let's Resin sells some dyes. The colored ones are not too bad. You have to use such a very teeny tiny, like microscopic dot when you're doing small amounts of resin to color it, because if you use too much, your resin's not going to cure properly. So just keep that in mind when you're coloring resin. We're not going to color this today. I want a clear cross. That's all I'm doing. Very basic. When you use white dyes, white is the worst because it turns more solid, and that makes it harder for the UV light to get through to cure the resin. So you have to cure it for a very long time, several times over, continually cure it. Now I received a beautiful two-sided UV lamp from my friend Sherry for Christmas. I love it, and it's by Let's Resin as well. And I will show you that in just a few minutes. It's a beautiful lamp, and it will light up the bottom and the top of your project. So that's a beautiful thing. So that's that. I'm going to add some other components to the cross that I'm doing today. So we will be doing that. So anyway, the person that made that comment was Maria Burnett, and Maria, this video is for you. So this is real quick. I'm going to show you. I'm going to move my resin out of the way here. This is my double-sided Let's Resin lamp. It's a nail lamp or UV lamp for resin, and I think Let's Resin makes this specifically for resin, obviously. It's beautiful. It's purple. I love purple, and so I am using this quite a lot. It's got 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes. You can light it up on just one side, or you can light it up on both sides. So that's a beautiful thing. And you see it's got two USB ports that go, one goes to the top, one goes to the bottom. It's held together magnetically, and I have a little jump ring there. It's held together magnetically, so it comes apart very easily, easy to clean and wipe down, and it just pops right back on there, and you're good to go. So I keep this always right next to my leveling board here for my resin projects. So this is sort of my little setup here. This is my leveling board, and yeah, the middle dot is not showing. I've got it pretty level right now, so I'm good. And I covered it with some of my Dollar Tree wallpaper wall stickers. So yeah, I put some down on the bottom, and I put it on this. I thought it might look better and less crazy on my table. So I did that. Next, what we're going to use these crosses for is I've been making these little sets. The one thing that I've been making is I printed my little Welcome to Flight 2025 saying, and I also printed one that I wrote, May God's grace follow you throughout the coming year's journey and bring many blessings to you and your family. So I am including that with this. And then this is Welcome to Flight 2025. I'll go ahead and read it again. I read it in my last video, and people seem to really, really like this. I love it. It says, hello, welcome to Flight 2025. We are prepared to take off into the new year. Please make sure your attitude and blessings are secured and locked in an upright position. All self-destructive devices should be turned off at this time. All negativity, hurt, and discouragement should be put away. Should we lose altitude under pressure during the flight, reach up, pull down a prayer. Reach up and pull down a prayer, sorry. Prayers will automatically be activated by faith. Once your faith is activated, you can assist other passengers. There will be no baggage allowed on this flight. The captain, God, has cleared us for takeoff. Destination, greatness. Amen. So I did make these. I punched them with my beautiful punch that I have here. Well, let's see. First I did the corners with my corner punch. I always round my corners out on everything. And then let's see if I've got it here. What did I do with it? I think I left it in the other room. I have a punch. Oh, here it is. This punch here that does the scallops that I do on these. this one's not the prettiest one. I didn't do it that great. So these are, see the little scallops on the edges? Isn't that pretty? So I just rounded the corners and then I punched the edges, and then these I just cut them out and punched the ends with one scallop. So those are my punches, and so I made a whole bunch of these to get them ready. The crosses will be going with these little teeny tiny Bibles. I found these at the Dollar Tree and I just love them. I'm going to get some more of these too. I think I bought 4 of them when I was there the other day. And I know I'm probably going to go back and they're going to end up not having any more. They're $1.25. Not real expensive, and they are the red letter edition of, and it's the King James Version. So I got some of those, and here's what I have done with them. Let's show you this one first. This is one of the Bibles that I have covered and made. And I added, you know, some flowers and some of my laces. I added on the inside, I added this little scalloped lace here just to add some decorative effect, and then I tied a bow around the outside of it. And then I have this couple of little pieces of this trim. I'm almost out. This is all I have left. So I used a piece of that at the bottom, and then I'm making my crosses. This is one that I already created. Look at how beautiful that is. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I just put these two together and tied a little piece of thin lace on it. And these 2 items so far are going into this little basket that I found at the Dollar Tree. Is that not the cutest? These little rope baskets. Oh my gosh, I love them. So I'm going to be putting something together. I think I'm going to put some like paper shreds in there and maybe a little something else in there. I haven't decided. Those are the 2 things that for sure are going to go in there. I'm only going to have a few of those. Once I get them done, I'm going to put them in my Etsy shop. This is the other one that I made, and it too, this one I used my rub-on decals to put the floral stuff on the front of it. Same Bible, and I added the same trim here. I love this trim at the bottom. I'm going to have to figure out what else I'm going to use on the next one. We're not going to do a Bible today though. We're just going to do the cross. So, but I am going to do a video on the Bibles. I just want to do it separately. So, what I did do is I found this quote, and these are things that, quotes that are for the new year. And they are faith-based quotes, you guys. So, this one I really loved. It says, God never said the journey would be easy, but he did say that the arrival would be worthwhile. And that's by Max Lucado. Amen. That is so perfect. I think that is what we all need to keep remembering. Just imagine what it's going to be like on that day. Here's another one. Hope is a great gift that God gives us. It is the light that guides us through the darkness, the strength that keeps us going, and the joy that fills our hearts. And that's by Pope Francis. So, yeah, just wanted to read a couple of those, and I'm going to keep that. I need to save that page. And make sure let's see, I'm going to create a new board. There we go. I'm going to create a Christian quotes board on my let me make sure it worked. Okay, it worked. Okay, I'm going to create a Christian quotes board on my Pinterest page. So if you guys want to go there, I do keep a link always posted on my description menu so that you can go to my Pinterest, my Etsy, or my Facebook pages. So I've got all three of those listed. And you can always PM me if you have questions, you guys. If I haven't answered you on my comments section, please leave first a question on my comments and I'll try to answer it there. If I don't answer it, you can go to Refunction Crafts on Facebook and Messenger, and you can message me if you have a question that you need to have answered. I do try to check both of those areas often. It's easier for me to check my Messenger because I don't have as many messages on there. Now I'm sure that now I'm giving that information out verbally. I'll probably have more, but it's okay. Just go ahead and leave me a message and I will get back to you. May not be quick, but it will happen. I will respond. So let's go ahead. This is going to be super duper easy peasy. I'm going to get my gloves here. I've got them right here. We are going to use our rubber gloves today, you guys. I'm going to try and keep the resin off of my hands, so that I don't, number one, I don't have a mess on my hands, and number two, that once I get this done, I don't touch it with resiny fingers, because I'm going to take these off once I go to pull it out of the mold, and that way I won't get resin fingerprints on them. So the cross that I'm going to use for this one, I think we're going to go maybe with, let's see, I haven't used this one yet. Maybe we'll go with that one. Yeah, let's do this one. It's got a nice shape to it, and I think it'll be real pretty. I don't have this one together, but look how pretty that is on there, and I don't know, I may use that on the one that we're going to do today. We're going to make this plain and simple. And you guys, I want to let you know too, I don't always have links to the things that I use in my videos. Please know that a lot of what I get from subscribers who send me Happy Mail. So when I get things through Happy Mail, I will try to find links for them. But I can't always find those links. I don't always know exactly where they got them. Now, one of the items that is most affected by that is like the laces that I get from Sherry. I do not have the links to the places that she buys her laces from, you guys. I do not. And she actually sells laces and things. She has a store, and so she can't just give up all of her information either, because then she would possibly lose sales. And so I can't, sometimes I can't ask for that information. So you just need to know what to put into a search and search it out. You guys, that's what I do when I'm looking for something and I've got to have it and I don't know the links. Excuse me. I will search and search and search until I can search no more and try and find it. I'm going to use my torch here and I'm going to pop bubbles, and I'm going to get my little I'm going to use a toothpick right now just to kind of move the resin around, see if I can get any additional bubbles up. This particular mold has a design in it. And in that design that sits on the bottom of this mold is where the bubbles want to rest. And so I have found that I end up with a lot of extra bubbles in some of these, but it's okay. Sometimes I don't mind the bubbles. Sometimes I just go with it and and enjoy the bubbles, because they are kind of cool if you really, you know, think about it. The bubbles are kind of neat sometimes. So I don't worry about that too much. And we're going to be embellishing this as well. So we'll be adding stuff to the top. And you're probably not going to see a whole lot of that design to begin with. But I do like the shape of this cross. So I thought it would be a pretty one to try. And I'm just using my torch very little, you guys. Don't hit it hard with that torch, because you don't want to get the silicone mold, because what's going to happen if you do that is your mold is going to die very quickly. And it's not going to be usable if you keep burning the silicone, because it will get, the resin will start to stick to it, and then pieces of it will pull off, and then it will just not be much good to you. And so I'm going to gently push this over to my light. I'm going to turn it on to 3 minutes. And we are going to wait for that to cure, and I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I got it out of my lamp, and so this is the one that we poured here. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of holding down the tips, the edges, from top to bottom and side to side, because I don't want it to bow. And what they tend to do is they want to bow this way as they are hardening. And so I'm trying to prevent that from happening. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to pull this out. It's still quite warm, and while it's warm, I can move it, I can adjust it, and I can make it not bow. But this one actually has done a very good job of not getting too bowed. So you can see here, it's pretty straight. I'm really thrilled about that. And then this is what it looks like with the design. That's the design. And the front side isn't as shiny when you've got the design in there. Now that's my thing. I like shiny. This one is shiny, and it's because it doesn't have a design in it. This one had a design in it, and it has a ton of bubbles in it. Let me see if I can get a white piece of paper. Maybe you can see it a little bit better. So here's a white piece of paper. Let's see if you can see those bubbles. You see all those bubbles in there? I don't know. It's not easy to see them. It's got a lot of bubbles. Let me tell you. Let's see, I think you can kind of see them now. And there you can kind of see the design in it, because I literally put resin on the top side where it has the design. Now this one, I'm so tempted to put resin over the top of this and make it shiny. But I think this one we're going to do... and we're going to leave it, gosh, you know, I'm just going to do my thing right now. I am going to make some like this, but I'm going to show you how I go over the top when it has a design. If I don't want that design in there, I'm just going to show you guys what I do. We're going to go ahead and do it. Why not, right? So I'm going to take and I'm going to put resin over the top. We're going to be very, very careful. And you can probably see how this is like going on super clear. Now, when I do this as well, you're going to see more of the bubbles that are on the inside and in the middle of this piece. And that's okay. I don't mind my bubbles. I'm okay with that. But I've got to get it all the way up to the edges, because if I don't, it won't look good. It'll look all wonky. So I have to be very careful. I'm trying to be careful and try not to get too much resin on the top so that it starts dripping over the edges. So far, so good. And I just stuck my finger in it, which was not a smart thing to do because I've got loose gloves on. These gloves are not tight. I do not like to wear loose gloves, but these are the ones I grabbed. And there is a hole at the top of this. I do not want to get that resin down in that hole, you guys. So I'm trying to be very careful. I'm going to get my little toothpick here. And I'm going to bring that resin up, right up to the edge of that hole. I'm going to wipe it off a little bit and I'm going to put it through the hole to make sure that I don't have resin in that hole. I do not want resin in there because then I have to put a bail on it. And I don't want to have to use a bail. And I'm just kind of going along the edges here just to make sure the resin is up against that edge the way it needs to be. I can see a couple of spots where it's not. And I do not want to get it dripping down the sides. There is a fuzz on that. I don't want to get it dripping down the sides. Let's see. There's one little spot right there that's like a hole. Okay, I think that's going to be all right. It looks pretty good. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my little cross very carefully. I'm going to place it. I'm going to do it just, where's my little one? Doggone it. This. I have a little tiny mat here. We're going to place that. I just cut it off of my big one. I'm going to place that on my plate that's inside of my lamp. Turn our light on and we are going to do it for 2 minutes because it's a thin layer of resin. It's not super thick. And we're only doing the top. We're not doing the bottom. Although once I get it going a little ways, I may go ahead and pull that mat out from under it. I put the mat down because that plastic plate that's on my lamp, if resin gets on it and it's on the piece and the plate, it's going to stick to it and it is going to be hard to get off of there, you guys. It's going to be really, really, really hard to get it off. And you don't want that. So I put it on my mat. And now I'm going to pull my mat and let it sit on the plastic plate and finish curing on the bottom. Because the lamp got through the resin from top to bottom from the top. But I do like to get the light coming up through the bottom and the top just because I just feel like I get a better cure that way all the way through. So... Alright, so we've got some things here that we are going to possibly use. This is the same piece that I used, whoopsies, on this cross. I used it coming down. This is an earring, you guys. So find some dangle earrings that you can use. And think about, if you're going to do something like this, think about, like this one is very sparse. It's just the little leaves going all the way down. These were sent to me actually in Happy Mail by one of my subscribers, and I love them. So I had the 2 of them, and so I used it on this one, and I'm going to use it on this one. And this one, this cross that we're making today is actually going to go with this Bible. So that's kind of where we're going with this. Oh, and I wanted to say, I had another subscriber. Her name is Grandma Shishi 95. Grandma Shishi was watching one of my watch videos, my altered watch videos, and it just so happened it was one that was the watches that I had done very early on my channel. It's my favorite video that I did the watches with. And I left her a message back saying I had a bracelet watch that I want to alter. Grandma Shishi, if you're watching, this is the watch that I'm going to alter and use it as a bracelet. I'm going to put a photo of my grandchildren in there, and I'm going to, instead of doing it the way that I normally do, I'm going to try putting my photo and then putting resin on top of it. I may save the crystal for the top as well, but I want to try and resin that photo in so that it's safer and cleaner and all that good stuff. So that's the one I'm going to be doing, so stay tuned. That's going to be pretty soon. I've been wanting to do an altered watch video for a while, and I haven't done one in a little bit, so it's about time we did. So, okay, here's our cross. So I think I'm going to use the leaves because I want to show you really how I did that first one, because it turned out so gorgeous that I felt like I needed to do a video. So you can see it's just gonna be on there like this. First things first, I've got to cut off that earring post. It'd be nice if I could just put it through the hole and leave it there kind of as a stabilizer, but I can't because it can't go into that hole. And the way that I've been doing this is a little bit at a time. This came out really good. You guys can see it's nice and shiny now, and I like that. I like the shininess, and you can still see the design. It's still there. It's just not as pronounced. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna get our resin, and I'm just going to put a dot. One dot of resin right there. And I'm going to pop that first leaf up there, not getting it into the hole, and I got to get my hands out from under there. I'm going to have it kind of going sideways like this. Okay. And watch what I can do. I can take my lamp apart and I can put this lamp right over the top of it so that I don't have to move it. I don't want to move it right now. I just want to leave it sitting there. We're going to put the lamp on there just for a few seconds. We don't have to put it on there for a real long time. And we're going to go on down the cross and make that leaf pattern kind of, you know, curl a little bit, and that should be good enough for that leaf. See, and it's on there, so now I can start working on the other ones. So the next one's going to go right about here, and we're going to lift it, and actually I should have this setting down. We're going to set it right there. That's where I want it. Get my resin out of the way so that the lamp doesn't cure my entire bottle of resin. And we're just going to keep on doing this until we get everything where we want it. And then we'll embellish it with some other good things. I've got this little porcelain flower that really matches this very well. So we're definitely going to use that. And then I need to find my other little flowers as well. Let me look and see if I can grab. You know, I put all of my packages of my flowers in a place all together, and I know it's not in this one. This is something else. Yeah, It's not in there. I put them all in one place, and do you know, I cannot for the life of me remember what place that was. And so now I'm having trouble finding all of those packages of all of my flowers. I've got some of them here, but I have a whole bunch. Thankfully, the good thing is, got that too. The good thing is I have, oh, and I got at a dollar store near me, I found these little dangle earrings. These are pretty too. These are nice for dangles on the bottoms of my pieces and stuff. So those won't work, wrong colors. Let's see. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of my other earrings and things that Robin sent me. Oh my gosh, she sent me so much great stuff over the holidays. Robin and Sherry and Cindy and Kim, they all just sent me all these beautiful things. Deanna. You guys, I got so many great things over the holidays, and I certainly don't deserve it all. I'm overwhelmed with joy and excitement to use everything. It's awesome. There's some of my flowers, and these have some of the colors that I want. So next, let's see, what do we want to do? I'm debating on how I want to, I think I need to pull this one over that way. So we are going to, and I hate that I have to do these one at a time, you guys, but it's the only way I can do it. I didn't have to leave that last one under the lamp quite so long, though. I was just doing other things and kind of got sidetracked. So we'll get that one going. And I've got these now, so I'm good. I don't need to get sidetracked anymore. I have a feeling this cross is going to be amazingly gorgeous. I think I might do this one too. And I think I want to put it on to this cross there. And that cross won't really need much of anything else except to maybe put something hanging from the bottom of it. I might do that. That's a little big. Or use, like this one isn't quite as bulky. I could use that one, you know, so I don't know, we'll see. Okay, now, see this leaf here is going to have to go sort of right on the edge, and then I'm going to kind of come like that, I think. So this one needs to go to this edge again. Just a tiny dot of resin. And we're going to pop that leaf right there. And I'm going to just pop my light on. Just long enough so that I can make sure it won't go anywhere when I move these other pieces, and we're going to just go on and keep moving. And so this one, we need a dot right there. Right there. Just a teeny dot. And we're going to pop that right there. Whoopsie. And then this one, I want it to just kind of come over a little ways here. Just like that. Okay. Oh, it moved. That means I need another dot. Of course, I got to the very last piece and it moved. Okay, just a couple minutes and voila, that's what we've got. Doesn't look like much of anything yet, but that's what we've got. And let's show you this one. It's kind of similar, very similar actually. All right, a little bit different, but that's okay, that's what we want. We want things to be a little bit different. All right, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this flower. I definitely want this flower to be, you know, right there in the middle, which is a perfect place for it. So we're gonna dot that spot with some resin. And it's crazy that we have to do all of this like one piece at a time, but we really have to, you guys, in order to make sure it all comes out the way that we want it to. And that's what is time consuming on these things. Got all these pretty flowers. Holly! Holly! Sorry. Hold on, you guys. Okay, I put the camera a little bit closer up for you guys so you can see this a little bit better. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add some of these little flowers and some leaves in there. Gotta pour a bunch of them out because there's specific ones that I want to use. Whoopsies, that went a little too far. Okay, well, let's see. Maybe I can go like this and just drop some back in the baggie. Okay, let's see. We're gonna start by, I think, putting a little bit, I'm gonna heat this up. Okay. And I'm hoping it'll be hard enough that I can pop out the resin that's in there, get it out of there. Yep. And put clean resin in. Okay. Pop a flower right there. And we like that one. That one's pretty. Sorry about the extra noise, you guys. I've got my grandson here, and him and his grandpa are out on the porch that's right next to my craft room talking. So we're going to put a lighter pink one in there, like that. And then I want to add a couple of leaves. Let's see, I think I'll put one over here and one over here. Oopsies, didn't mean to do that. Ah! Oh my goodness. And then maybe one coming out over here. I hope that's going to be a good spot. I don't know. I'm kind of iffy about that one, but we're going to try it. So we're going to drop one right there. Pop one right there. And okay, I like that. That looks really nice. And then we're going to add a couple of flowers. We're going to put one here. And we're going to make it one of these. I like these flowers. This is mostly what I want to use in this. And one here. Same flower, like that. And then we need one up here for sure. Okay, let's see, how did we did use a couple of leaves on the others that were like this. I think I'll use one maybe right here. But I really want a small leaf, and these are all kind of the same size, but I had some over here earlier that had smaller ones in it. And I'm not sure where I put it. Oh well.
That's okay. We'll get one of these in there and just make it work. I'll put one right there. There. Just like that, and then maybe one right here at the top. And that one can be a long thin one. Right there. And 2 minutes. Pop that over to the side, and I don't think I need any more of these leaves, so I'm gonna go like this. And no more flowers, so let's get these put away while we're waiting on that to get set there. It's almost done. Okay. And let's pull that out. And look at how beautiful that looks. Is that not gorgeous, you guys? It's beautiful. Then, let's see. Actually, whoopsies. That one didn't get resined in. So let's make that happen. Well, actually, I wanted to put one more flower in over onto the other side. And I want one of the light pink flowers. Right there. And we're going to put it off to the side. And now that I put all my leaves away, we need a couple of leaves. Right there. Okay, now we're good. So let's get that in there. Get rid of these leaves. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys, if that is too noisy, but I need to keep working because I do have to work today. So I need to be done with this soon. And let's see. I had a whole bunch of my little rhinestones out the other day. I don't really think I need any more though. I think it's fine. I was gonna say I was gonna use some of my little pearls, but those were with the leaves that I was just talking about a little bit ago that I don't know where I laid them. Here they are. Yay! Wish I had found those earlier. But I do want some pearls. Okay, let's get a few pearls in here. Because I do enjoy having the pearls. I definitely want one right here, like first and foremost. You guys, I'm so sorry it's so loud. Oh, always when I start to work. Always. Oh my goodness, you guys. I swear I can't do anything without noise. I'm getting a little frustrated here. I'm trying. I'm going to try and get this done. Put one more there. And I'm going to put it under the light. And I'm going to turn you guys off for a minute. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to get our jump ring. We just need one. And we're going to use our whoopsies. Ugh, noisy. They're talking about cars. Look at them talking about cars, and oh my word. It's like we are when we talk about our new grandbabies, only we're not quite so loud. And okay, there we go. All right, then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a piece of ball chain on this. And I'm going to cut that off, and you guys can see I have my roll of ball chain this time, so we're going to cut a piece off. And we've got the connectors. I buy a roll of ball chain and it comes with the connectors. So in case you're wondering, I get these on Amazon, and I will put a link to this on the description menu for the video so that you guys know where you can get it and how much I buy and all that good stuff. Works like a charm, and I use it a lot. That's why I buy so much of it, you guys. I use this stuff a lot. I have some in white, and I think I have some in black as well. So we're going to just take and put this end of the ball chain in, connect it, and there we go. We have a beautiful cross, and it goes very nicely with our beautiful Bible. Look at that. We have a nice set, and then we will have a nice set that I will put some lace on. I will put the cross on there like that, and these will go together in another basket. So here's our other basket, and they'll go like that. And then I just take and put this on the back, and I put tape across the back of it. That's all I do, because I don't want to stick it to the front of the card, because then I might it might end up tearing the words that are on, or the quote that's on the card, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, so I just tape it on the back. And yeah, it's a little bit loose, but that's okay. Take that off. And then whatever else I decide to put in here, I do have my beautiful, beautiful soaps. So look at how pretty this would be. I've got some right here, so I'll just grab one. I've got these, and look how pretty. If I put a soap in there for cleanliness, and a Bible, and I'm not doing so good here. Okay, so this is going to be right here, and a soap somewhere in there, and make a little basket. And look at how beautiful that is. I'll get me some cellophane to wrap them with and ship them nice and pretty and well packaged. I'll put some paper shreds in there, and it will be gorgeous. So we've got 2 of them ready to go. This one, I'm not saying this soap is going to go with this one. Let's see, we've got other ones. This one would be pretty with this one, or actually maybe better with this one. Yes, definitely. And then that one needs more of a purplish. So look at that. We have a purple one. So yeah, so that's what I've got, you guys. And these have my soaps have charms on them too. This one says dream. This one says forever, made with love, and it's got a clock symbolizing forever. Yeah, so isn't that cool, you guys? Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate the time you spent with me today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and like it, share it, and make a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this one. I thought it was a pretty fun video. It was a pretty fun one to do. And I figured you guys would like it. And I liked the fact that I was able to kind of put the end package together for you all so that you could see exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to add this piece onto this cross. It needs 3 pieces of resin, so I just have to get it on there gently so that the chain that hangs doesn't get stuck to the resin. And I'm going to pop that in my lamp. Okay, there we go. So thanks a lot, you guys. God bless you all. Be safe, be well. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. Love them always. Hug them, squeeze them often, and kiss them when you can. But always remember to tell them you love them. Take care of yourselves first. God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.